If you've been scrolling TikTok or Instagram looking for the perfect diet or the perfect workout plan, but always end up more confused than before, this video is for you. We've all had that friend. Never on a diet, never skipping the gym, and somehow always glowing, confident and sculpted. What if I told you if it's not luck, not just genetics, and it's definitely not surviving on celery juice or starving the whole day? Today I'm breaking down the 3 steps that making the biggest difference, practical and no fluff. I'll walk you through my 3-step body starter kit, the exact steps to finally feel lean, strong and more confident in your own body. Alright, I'm Francie, but you might know me as nintimoves. My life runs like an all-minded machine right now, but it wasn't always like that. Before I became a coach, I was a cheerleader. And honestly, I never really felt good in my own body. I was slim, but I didn't feel toned, I didn't feel sculpted. I always thought, okay, I can eat whatever I want because I'm not overweight. But deep down, I wasn't confident. I used to start my day with a croissant, sipped a Coke, Sprite, orange juice here and there, and didn't even know what protein was good for. I thought protein shakes were only for bodybuilders. At the gym, I'd hop on the treadmill, doing a lot of cardio, doing some kind of different strength machines, but I didn't really have a plan. Actually, I didn't have a plan. Then I had enough. I researched everything about nutrition, tried new diet trends, but didn't really see long-term results. It was always like, okay, now I'm feeling good. Then 1 week later, I felt fluffy, I felt not seeing results at all, and this was the point where I said, no, that's not how I want to end. Then I met my boyfriend and everything changed. He gave me that push and I finally had an accountability partner. It was an accountability boost. I started real gym sessions, prioritized protein and built simple routines. My life felt completely different from that point. Weeks later, people noticed and said to me that my face looked slimmer and that I look more confident than before. I looked less puffy, more alive. And suddenly, after a few months, people started telling me, wow, your face looks slimmer and you look amazing. One morning I looked into the mirror and I thought, wow, what happened to my body? Then it clicked. The right nutrition, the right training, the right support, and you will see results. It's not about eating less or doing random workouts, endless cardio or extreme diet trends. It's about the right nutrition, knowledge about nutrition and the right routine. And of course, there is one point that most of the people don't really have an eye on. It's someone to hold you accountable. And then something happened. Girls started telling me that I had to tell them how I did that transformation. So girls came to me and asked me, how did I go from puffy, not feeling confident at all, always bloated and no energy, to strong, sculpted, glowing, having enough energy. And they were asking me, how did you do that? At that time, I shared so many tips and even put together my own little program. Because honestly, how can you blame someone who doesn't know what to do if nobody ever explained it to them? Like, how should we magically figure it out on our own if no one has ever told us how to actually do it? And that is when I knew I had to help other girlies just like me. Because how should we know if no one ever teaches us how to do it and how it actually works? I created my coaching and also this starter kit so you don't have to waste years figuring it out like I did. Okay, let's dive into the 3-step sculpted body starter kit so that you can also start your journey and set the foundation for your body transformation. Step number 1, nutrition. Nutrition is the foundation for everything. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell you that you give up everything you love. It's about little swaps that add up. Let's start with the little things first. Currently, maybe you are drinking juices, lattes, soft drinks, some hot chocolate and fancy matcha that everyone is drinking at the moment, right? Well, that's nice, but do you know what you are consuming? These are sneaky calorie bumps. An average matcha latte with coconut milk or oat milk has around 130 calories. One Coke, so around a glass of Coke, has around 100 calories. And an orange juice, like this type of glass, has about 120 calories. Here are the things that I recommend you to do instead. Swap the Coke for Coke Zero or any other zero drink, or like some infused water with lemon or strawberry, or something that you just put into your water that has 0 calories. Here it adds up. You can save up to 100 calories a day. Then skip the syrups in your lattes. You don't have to have a matcha latte with syrup, with sugar, with anything that is very sweet. Go for cinnamon or stevia, because here you can also save your calories. These are the calories that can add up during your week. Remember that one whole egg has around 70 calories. So when you are drinking your orange juice, you could also eat instead up to 2 eggs. Now you have a feeling of how many calories are in your daily drinks. Then we come to the next point. Start writing down what you eat. Awareness is your superpower. You have to get a feeling about how many calories certain food contain. Oil, for example. 1 tablespoon of oil has around 50 calories. It's nearly a whole egg. And that little avocado toast you're eating on Saturday or Sunday morning. Bread, 110 calories. Butter, 50 calories, avocado 120 calories, and sometimes feta or cheese around 50 calories. That adds up to like 300 or 400 calories only for that bread. Remember, an average woman burns about 1,500 calories, 1,800 calories a day, depending on how tall she is. So stop listening to people who tell you that you don't need to know how many calories certain foods contain. Every person out there who has a lean body knows how many calories they are eating every day. Look at the body that the people have who tell you that you don't need to track your calories every day. Do you want to look like them, or like the people who have a lean, toned and sculpted body? And that's the difference. A lean body doesn't come from guessing. If it was that easy, everyone will look like that. Next, protein. Eat protein in every meal. Your body loves it. Aim for about 2 grams per kilogram of body weight each day. So let's talk about protein. I already told you that I always thought that protein is only for bodybuilders, but that's wrong. You need your daily protein. Protein is the #1 game changer. If you want to feel lean, toned and energized, eat that protein. Protein helps you to build and keep muscle. And no, I don't mean like these big bulky muscles. I mean the toned, sculpted look that we all want. Without enough protein, you stay soft even though you're slim. Second, protein keeps you full and crushes cravings. It digests slower than carbs or fat, which means you feel satisfied for hours instead of constantly reaching for some kind of snacks. It also keeps your blood sugar stable, so you don't have those crazy dips where you suddenly need some chocolate out of nowhere. Third, protein helps you recover after workouts. Every time you train, your muscles get tiny little tears, and protein is what repairs them and makes you stronger. And that's literally how your body shape changes. Fourth, protein actually boosts your metabolism. Your body burns more calories digesting protein than it does with carbs or fat. So yes, protein helps you to burn more energy than you thought. And finally, protein gives you that glow. It's the building block for your skin, your hair, your nails, even your hormones. If you eat enough protein, you don't just feel better, you look better too. So here's the takeaway. Protein is not just for men or for bodybuilders. It's the #1 secret if you want to look toned, full of energy and confident in your body. As I said, a good rule of thumb is around 1.6 to 2 grams of kilogram body weight. So if you weigh like 60 kilograms, you have an average daily protein intake of around 120 grams per day. If you start hitting that goal, you will definitely see the difference fast. Then choose volume foods first. Another really simple but powerful tip is to choose veggies, berries, salads first. What does that mean? Volume foods are big bowls of salads or vegetables that take up a lot of space, not only on your plate, but also in your stomach. But actually they are low in calories. It means that you can eat a big portion, feel full and satisfied, and you're not overloading on energy. When you fill up on veggies, salads and berries first, you automatically leave more room for higher calorie stuff. And it never feels like restriction because your body feels satisfied and full. Then pause before snacking. Ask, am I really hungry or just bored? And here's one of my favorite little mindset hacks that I want to share with you. Before you grab a snack, pause for a second and ask yourself, am I really hungry or am I just bored and need something that satisfies my boredom or my stress? Ask yourself, would I eat a whole bowl of veggies right now? If the answer is no, then you are not hungry. If the answer is yes, try to go on a little walk. When you walk, you will get distracted and maybe you don't feel hungry afterwards. If you then still feel hungry, grab a glass of water and drink it. And if you still feel hungry after that glass of water, drink a protein drink or eat a high protein snack. Because, as I already told you, protein is the #1 food that keeps you full. Most of the time, we don't really snack because we are hungry, because our body needs food. We snack because we are just stressed, tired, or just need a little distraction. That one simple question helps you reconnect with your body and make conscious choices instead of eating on autopilot. These are simple, no-stress shifts that keep momentum. It's not about being perfect, it's about stacking small wins. Step number 2. Training. Now let's talk about training. If you're like me back then, you'll just go on a treadmill, do a lot of cardio stuff, doing some workouts here and there, hitting this machine, doing that machine, and just feeling what you're doing in the gym. You don't really have a plan. But here's how to actually build a sculpted body. When it comes to training, don't overwhelm yourself with trying to do everything at once. Start with 1 workout per week and make it non-negotiable. Treat it like an appointment that you can't cancel. Once that feels normal, you slowly build up to 2, 3, or 4 sessions a week. That way, it becomes part of your lifestyle instead of doing something that you just quick after 2 weeks. Next thing is plan ahead. Use YouTube, an app, or a workout plan to schedule your routine. The easiest way to make sure that you actually stick to your workouts is to plan ahead. Don't just walk in the gym and just guess what I do today. Use a YouTube video or an app or your workout schedule that you have created on your own to track your sessions and write down what you do every time you go into the gym. So you already know exactly what to do before you even go into the gym. That way, there's no decision fatigue and you just get in, get it done, and feel proud afterwards. The next important thing is to create your feel-good vibe. Cute outfit, gym playlist, making gym as your routine. Romanticize your gym routine. Here's something that makes a huge difference. Create your own vibe for the gym. Wear a cute outfit that makes you feel more confident. Put on a playlist that gives you energy and think of your workouts as your personal time. When the gym starts to feel like the space where you recharge your energy instead of a core, showing up becomes way easier. Next thing, walk and move more daily. Try to include daily movements as much as possible in your day-to-day life, and you will see 5 to 10k steps per day add up like magic. Stretch or move even on your rest days, because momentum is greater than all or nothing mindset. Little steps every day will add up. So one of the most underrated things that you can do is to walk more. Aim for 5 to 10,000 steps a day. Don't have to overthink it. Just get outside, walk to the store where you want to do your grocery shopping, or take the stairs instead of the elevator. Bring out the bin, park far away from the grocery store or the shopping center, clean up your apartment, do the laundry, take the stairs, go grocery shopping by feet, go for a walk during lunchtime after every meal. These simple movements add up like magic. Even on your rest days, keep moving. Do a quick stretch, take a short walk, or just get your body flowing, because momentum is always better than falling into that all or nothing mindset. It's about showing up consistently, celebrating every workout you are doing, and building the confidence that you can do this. Step number 3, add-ons and supplements. Supplements are not the magic solution, but they can support your progress if you've already nailed your nutrition and training. They can support your journey, but they are never a replacement for good nutrition, daily movement, workouts, and consistency. So don't let Instagram ads or fancy packaging trick you into thinking you need 20 different powders and pills to see results. You don't. Keep it minimal and keep it smart. For most women, the real game changers are very simple. Number 1 is protein powder, of course. It's not a muscle drink. It's literally just an easy way to hit your daily protein target, especially on days where you don't have much time to cook. Number 2 is creatine. It's one of the most researched supplements in the world. It helps with strength, energy, and and recovery. Think of it as an extra boost to get the most out of your workouts. And number 3, I would personally recommend magnesium, especially for women, and take it in the evening. It helps your muscles relax, improves sleep quality, and supports recovery overnight. And that's it. You don't need a shelf full of fancy supplements or 20 different powders to see results. Focus on the basics first, on your nutrition, on your workouts, your sleep, and your daily routines. Once those are in place, the few smart supplements you do choose will actually make a difference. So that's it. Not a shelf full of supplements. Focus on the basics first. So that's my 3-step sculpted body starter kit. Nutrition, tracking, and add-ons. These are the exact steps that I wish I had when I started. Remember, you don't need to start perfect. You just need to start. Tiny shift you make matter. Personally, I didn't start toned either. I started confused, I started bloated, I started like all over the place. I tried so many different things. But once I learned the basics and had accountability, the glow up just followed. Trust me. Girls kept asking me how I did it, so I built a system. If you ever thought, I need someone who tells me what to do and when, you are exactly who I made this for. If this resonates, you can download the 3-step sculpted body starter kit here. The link is in the description, so you can check off wins as you go. It's the exact roadmap we just covered, step by step. And if you want personalized macros, a structured strength plan, and real accountability just like I had, that's what my one-on-one coaching was made for. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram, nintimoves, for daily nutrition and workout tips and the possibility to work with me. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which of these steps are you going to start this week. So you are already beautiful, but soon you will be unstoppable. Trust me. Let's glow together.